Hi, my name is Wanda Zimmer, and I'm a CLL survivor. I was diagnosed in 2006 with SLL and CLL, and I was one of the first participants in the CLL Society support group way back when. And I received some wonderful advice at those support groups. My CLL turned into the aggressive type, and I needed to have a transplant. And the CLL Society was able to recommend to me um, a transplant physician at Stanford who did modified transplants or low level transplants. And I went up to Stanford, and my first attempt at that was my first donor backed out, and he backed out the day before I was to go to transplant. My physician at Stanford, transplant doctor, called me and said, "Go home, Wanda, your donor just backed out. He was your only perfect match in the world, and we don't know when you're going to be able to find another donor, but you need to go home." So I traveled the 6 hours home, and while I was waiting, I contracted septic shock, and I was in a coma for 3 days and not expected to live. Well, I obviously pulled out of that, and when I woke up, they said they had found another donor for me. Not a perfect donor, but one that would work uh, with my transplant. So off I was again, and this transplant was successful, very successful. I had no graft versus host disease. I am doing extremely well today, living my life with my children and my grandbaby and my husband, having a wonderful life. My donor uh, is now what I call my blood brother. We go on vacation. My family and his family have gone on vacation on a cruise together. We brought him out to Disneyland for a week, and came out to our ranch in Colorado. I wouldn't have been able to do this without the CLL Society, because I had no idea that Stanford was offering this special transplant that was tailored right for me. Without the help of the CLL Society and who I call my perfect stranger, Erin, I wouldn't be here today. I'm so thankful. Thanks for listening.